Hello, I'm Steven,
And I'm Aaron.
and we've just seen
Freakier
Freakier Friday,
Friday.
new film that's out in theaters right now, starring Jamie Lee Curtis, Lindsay Lohan, Julia Butters, and Sophia Hammonds, and it's directed by Nisha Ganatra. So, you and I saw Freaky Friday when it first came out all those years ago. We saw it, we loved it. We hadn't watched it in many years.
22 years ago.
Yeah, we getting old. And upon rewatching it, it's easy to see why that thing was so massively successful. It had a strong, smart script, excellent performances, and a big heart.
Yes.
They've been talking about doing sequel for this thing for a long time, and 22 years later, it's finally here. So, how does it hold up in comparison? I think it holds up very well.
Yeah, there was a lot kind of going against this movie, against this movie's favor. Originally, this was supposed to be a straight-to-Disney Plus production.
Oh,
and
God,
then,
no.
Yeah, which made me think after watching the travesty that was Lilo and Stitch, which was a Disney Plus conversion to theatrical. It's like, oh man, don't tell me that their hearts aren't in this and this is just going to be, slop thrown together for content. It's absolutely not. It's yet another smart script. Everybody's having a good time. Everybody wants to be here.
Everybody's given 110%,
Yeah,
but we'll get into that.
yeah, it's got a lot of heart again, and as a sequel, it's taking the same idea and hitting some of the same concepts and ideas, but it's doing them in a new way.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a carbon copy.
No, it's not a retread of the first one.
So in this one, Anna Coleman is now a music producer, while Tess Coleman is a podcaster. And Anna Coleman's daughter, Harper, is having problems at school with this snobby, prissy British kid, Lily. They do not get along with one another. So one day they get into a physical altercation, and Anna comes to the school to have a little parent-teacher conference with Lily and her father, but Anna and Lily's father immediately hit it off, and eventually some time passes and they are set to be wed. But Harper and Lily do not want this. They want to do everything in their power to stop this marriage if they can. They do not get along. They cannot coexist. No. So one day, a psychic does a reading for them, and you can see where this is going based on the premise.
They all swap bodies.
They swap bodies, only this time Tess is Lily, Anna is Harper, Lily is Tess, and Harper is Anna. The adults are the kids, and the kids are the adults, and the adults set out on their plan to do what they can to ruin this marriage and stop it before it can happen.
Yeah, there's also the conflict of they're trying to decide whether or not they're going to stay in California or they're going to move to
London.
London, yeah. So obviously Harper doesn't want to move to London because she likes California. She likes the beach because she's a surfer. And
For Lily, it's home.
Yeah, for Lily, it's home, and she has a very personal connection to that place that kind of gets explored throughout the movie. And just like the first movie, it's all about these characters obviously enduring the antics and insane thing that is inhabiting somebody else's body.
Yeah.
But also, finding out about other people, what it's like to live in their skin and be them.
Coming to an understanding about who these people are by walking a day in their shoes, that kind of thing. And it's really nice. It's really touching. And it paves the way for a long road of a very strong comedy.
Yeah, like the first one, there's a strong focus on physical comedy. But just like clever writing and like the dialogue and the things that the characters say to each other. That's kind of the one thing that I wasn't expecting to hold up so well or them be able to replicate, but they totally do.
Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis is obviously older than she was then, 22 years older, and they make a ton of jokes about that. And yet, this woman gives a very excellent physical performance. She puts her body into this. She does all the work.
Yeah, the physical comedy is a large part of it. She does so much that it doesn't really have to, but again, everybody's game for what they're doing here. Lindsay Lohan, also very good in this.
Yeah, she's great. It's nice seeing her again, looking happy and being involved in something like this where people want to see her and they're not just going to throw tomatoes at her.
It's a good reminder of why she became so popular in the early 2000s to begin with.
Yeah, she has talent.
Yeah, she is a very talented person. She's a very funny person. And she has great chemistry with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yes.
And one thing that's that I really, really liked about this, which I think made the whole movie work, or at least was a major factor in it, is the relationship between Tess and Anna is not antagonistic this time. They're on the same side now, and their roles have kind of reversed. So Jamie Lee Curtis is even older now than she was in the first movie. So she's kind of become the laid-back, kind of more hip one. She's Graham now.
She's the cool grandma.
And now Anna is the one who's the uptight, make good choices, and overbearing, overprotective mother.
Yeah, that's the thing I was worried about too, is like, how are they going to shoehorn conflict between these two? And I guess I forgot the psychic lady from the trailer, because I was wondering, are they really just going to eat the fortune cookies again? Are they really going to fall for that twice in 22 years? Thankfully they don't. Although the two Chinese ladies, the mother and daughter, are in this as supporting characters, minor supporting characters, but no, thankfully they don't do the fortune cookie thing again.
Yeah, and the daughters, they can easily be kind of an afterthought or underwritten because they want to focus on Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan, but they don't at all.
No, and in fact, there's a nice half hour worth of development leading up to the body swap, which I was very appreciative of.
Yeah, there is. I mean, there has to be, because there's twice the characters now.
Yeah.
There is a long setup to get where we need to, but you really need it to understand these characters and their positioning.
Yeah, if this was just a phoned in straight to Disney Plus original where they didn't actually care and were just capitalizing off the Freaky Friday name and popularity, we probably wouldn't have that. But no, every character feels like they're well defined before we get into the body swap hijinks, so thank you for that.
Yeah, and it works that, like I said, they actually focus on the young characters, the daughters in this one, but they're also very well performed, and they do a really good job of replicating
the mannerisms of the adults.
Yeah,
yeah, that's the key to this.
Especially Harper playing Lindsay Lohan. she it's clear that she studied a lot of her material, and even the voice and the cadence, she kind of has down no problem.
Yeah, and another thing that's funny about Jamie Lee Curtis playing Lily, the British girl, is that while she has no accent, she still has to pronounce words like Lily would. She still says mum, just with an American accent, and she uses British terminology like rubbish.
Yeah, rubbish.
And it's always funny.
The bin and stuff like that. Just the characteristics of each one of them. Lily, she is an aspiring fashion designer, so the way that comes into the story feels natural, and it gives them the opportunity to put Jamie Lee Curtis in all kind of crazy outfits and have her do all kind of crazy stuff.
Set up and payoff. Remember when movies did that?
Yeah, Anna being a music producer, that is a big part of the story, and actually it's just the way all the storylines are tied together is very smartly done.
They don't get too carried away with the callbacks either, which is another thing I was worried about. There's a callback here or two, and there's also some cameos from some familiar faces, but it makes sense. A certain teacher from the original movie comes back, and it's like, well, absolutely. Some people teach for life.
Yeah.
They would be still working there.
And then even some of the jokes that they repeat, they're even funnier now, just because it's two of the characters are in on the joke because they've already gone through this. So when they attempt things that they attempted before, it's even funnier this time to see it not work. Again, it's all about these characters understanding each other by the end of the movie and having it be heartfelt, but not phony and cheap.
Yes.
They do a really, really great job making you understand why the characters needed to switch with the people that they did. One of the things I was having a trouble understanding near the beginning was, why would Lily body swap with Tess? Because they are not related by blood. They don't have a direct connection, and they don't really seem all that chummy. They don't really get along or talk to each other very much. But there is a story reason for it, and it's because Lily has some issues in her personal life and some things that she's trying to move past that cannot be helped by anybody but maybe Tess. And the way they work her into Lily's story, by the end I was like, oh, I totally get it. It makes sense.
Yeah.
And it works.
Everything feels well thought out. It feels like the 22 years was worth it.
Yeah, that time in between the two movies, I don't know, there's more of an attachment to the characters because it has been such a long time, I guess.
Yeah. When one of these 30-year removed sequels is done right, you do feel so much more attached to the character because so much time has passed and you're seeing them again and you're seeing them in a worthwhile story.
Yeah. Nostalgia always works best when they're actually trying with the characters and they're actually evolving the characters and the story is good again, but they're not just rehashing the previous thing. I was even wondering before this thing, like, are they gonna get Mark Harmon back? Like, why would he come back for this?
Well, he's there.
But he's there, and when he showed up, it's like, there he is. It's so good to see him.
They're still together. Yay!
And even he gets like kind of a nice moment near the end of the movie.
Yes.
Like all the characters are tied together in a really satisfying way. It's smart. It's clever. Very heartfelt.
I think the one weak element was Lily's father.
I liked him.
Oh, really?
I liked him a lot.
Okay. I thought he was just a little flat. He's like a good guy. He's a nice guy, but I didn't feel like there was too much more to him aside from that.
Yeah.
I felt like all the other characters were more explored than him.
Well, I mean, he's not part of the body swap, so I mean, people like him and like Mark Harmon and some of the other characters are like a little to the side, but I liked him. I thought he was worked well enough into the story, and I liked well, the kids want to stop the wedding, so you have to kind of understand that he actually is a genuine guy and this is something real. I liked the way his character was integrated. I liked that actor too. He was also on The Acolyte.
Oh, well.
He was Darth Teeth.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure that's right.
No grandpa in this one because Harold Gould is long since passed, R.I.P. But we do get a little cameo from little brother Harry.
Yeah. Was that the same actor from the first one?
Yeah, just with less hair.
Okay, yeah. When he popped up, I was kind of confused at first. I was like, who? And it's like, oh yeah, the brother. Yeah. Because he's like not even mentioned at all until he just pops up.
Yeah.
So it was a little weird to me when he did appear. Let's see, if I had any complaints, it would probably be that it is kind of hard to keep track of who is who sometimes since it is 4 people now.
Yeah.
There were times where I had to stop myself and think like, wait, who is she again? Oh, yeah, she's switched with this person.
I was wondering if the scriptwriter ever got confused when in the process of writing it, because I feel like I would.
It's a lot to keep track of, and there is a long setup, so for some people that may be like, oh, just get on with it, I want to get to the body swap and stuff like that, but you really do need that time to establish these characters.
Yeah, absolutely. How else are we going to care?
Yeah, it's totally needed. It justifies its runtime, even though it's like still under 2 hours.
Yeah, it was nearly 2 hours, but I wasn't bothered by that. It's twice the characters, but since they're so well developed and I had a great time hanging out with these people, the time limit did not bother me at all.
Yeah, everybody's great in the movie. Fun use of music. Maybe even some returning songs and characters who I also, for whatever reason, just didn't expect to be here.
Me too, yeah. It was nice to see everyone who came back. Oh, and there's also a little Parent Trap reunion with Elaine Hendricks popping up.
Yeah.
Minus the lizard.
Just the way they kind of continued the story and evolved these characters in a smart way that makes sense. It was just satisfying to see a script come along that doesn't just keep the characters exactly the same as they were 20 years ago.
Yeah.
That wouldn't make any sense.
Nostalgia is a double-edged sword.
Yeah, you want to give them exactly what they remember, but you don't want to change too much stuff because then they'll get pissed at you. But no, this does exactly what it should do. It ages these characters, it matures them, and it gives you new reasons to do this story again.
So what is your final number grade on a scale of 1 to 10?
I really like this a lot. I might even say I like this more than the first one. I really like the way they intertwined all four of the character stories, and I liked the lessons they were learning and the message about the movie. And Jamie Lee Curtis, like, it can't be overstated just how fantastic she is in this. Like, from physical comedy to, like, dramatic acting, she has a lot that she has to do in this movie.
She's still young at heart.
Yeah, and especially in kind of the film's, like, dramatic peak, she has to really deliver and sell this concept, and she totally does.
It's a very committed performance from a terrific actress who never phones it in.
Yeah, so really high 8, a 9 maybe?
Yeah, this is borderline 9. I'd probably say a very strong 8. Of course, if we rewatched it, that could change. But yeah, I liked it a lot. Liked it just as much as the first one. Don't know if I liked it better, but it's very close at least.
I think there's something about these characters being older that just appeals to me.
Yeah, same.
And maybe it's because I am in, like, my early 30s now.
Yeah, and we were but little tykes when we saw that first film.
Yeah, I would have been 11 years old when the first one came out, so it's nice seeing them all grown up, and it's nice to see a script that actually serves them and their abilities well. And the newcomers, very well used. It's just as much their movie, if not more, than the old-timers.
Yeah. Can't wait for the sequel, Freakiest Friday, when we get 10 body swaps.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we call it here.
Yeah, that'd be for the best. So, that's Freakier Friday. Definitely see it. It looks like people are.